Yes, the Boohoo Effect here. I want to address a couple of things that I probably should have added in my last video, directed to Shittle. Yeah, the guy that streams for what, give or take, 12 hours? Now, if you're a productive citizen in society, not outside the society, but inside the society, then who has time, Shittle, to live stream for 12 hours? You say that I spend this exorbitant amounts of time reading my community page? How long does it take to make comments? And how long are my videos versus your life on live stream, babbling with a total of 7 viewers, give or take? Now, Penny is telling the truth. I know, because of my own experience with your loser, jobless self, okay? You have been harassing her, and I've seen you over her channel, picking fights, taking the initiative, Mr. Unemployed, Mr. Facts and Truth, Mr. Prove It. You had your ass over her channel. You see, that's the facts of it. That's the reality of it. You are trolling, you're picking fights, and then you go and preach about division when you are the main culprit. A good example of doing that very thing, Shittle. Because you got nothing else to do. You got nothing better to do than harass others because of your own personal misery. And that seems to be the going theme. Now, let's address the account of Defunct. Okay? Now, on this particular account, he burns a car, and then he lives at home, and there's also an action of a fire that was started somehow, some way. Okay? Don't you think that's kind of coincidental? Okay? He's got his own mother calling him out, stating basically to stay away from that guy. He is a danger to children. Keep your children away. I personally have witnessed that guy, Shittle. Yes, the one that you collab with, apparently with music, the one that you have defended, Mr. Shittle. I personally seen that guy voice, admit that he had done naughty things to his brother. You want to know the excuse he gave? He stated the reason why he did naughty things to his brother, Shittle, was because they were young. That's his big excuse. And that sort of adjoins in a true light with his other allegations waged against him. Shittle. I tend to believe his mother. I tend to believe his ex-girlfriend. Okay? I tend to believe his own child, that he or she does not want to see their own father. Okay? And you defend that person. You also say you have no problem with piss and excellence. Well, guess what? Here's another thing that you are purposely overlooking. Inconvenience to bolster an argument, to bolster credibility on your end. You overlooked my featured video. We got Cheryl Tracy Gamble herself admitting that she justifies stalking children. And that's what you excluded in your little argument. Isn't that right? Child stalker supporter. That's right. You are, because when you overlook things and when you support these people, you are in agreement of what they are doing, because taking no action is an action of support inadvertently. You got that? Okay? And you're also overlooking the verbiage that comes out of Urban's own mouth. He admits that he has posted up a picture of Sater's child in a bathtub, attached with lewd sexual comments. I personally have witnessed him post up James D's daughter and made sexually lewd driven comments about that little girl of James D's. You are sick, and you support that because you're playing ignorance. Everything is in front of your face, but somehow, some way, you know about my actions, my antics. Sorry, But you can't claim that you see one party and the other party you don't know nothing about. You're a liar. And you're nothing but the very person that you accuse others of causing division, okay? Now, you got some serious problems upstairs. You know, I've been hearing that you believe that there's FBI informants, how Google is in on some kind of a scheme, on some kind of a, you know, covert plan to cause division amongst us people of society, eliminating our ability to communicate and get along. You're messed up in the head, boy. You got some real issues. I suggest that you get some counseling or get some medication or renew your current medication if you are on medication currently, okay? That's my suggestion to you, all right? So don't sit there and play the moral policeman with me, okay? Because you're messed up, all right? You believe all kinds of delusional things in your mind. There's nobody, I mean, you complain about the government, you say F money, F the government, that's because you're a lazy asshole, okay? Plain and simple, you're a lazy asshole. And you blame society. You don't take responsibility for your own actions. That's criminal thinking, okay? You got a criminal mind. What you suggested on the thread of Urbans, that I may be guilty of an awful act as the R word, you're sick. And you are purposely defending and covering for Urban, making a comment like that without doing proper investigation, okay? Sicko, we'll see you in the next one.